I think there's this idea in art or music or any sort of creative endeavor that things just come out of them. As if art is born from genius. And I think it's easy then for us to have this expectation when we sit down to create something of our own that it should just come easily and that great work should just come every time and spill right out onto the page. Maybe there are people in history who were just born genius and art just flowed out of them. But for me, the reality is that's not the case at all. Usually when I sit down to write music, the voice that's telling me I'm not good enough, telling me I can't do it, oh yeah, that voice is screaming loud in my ear. I start instantly judging the minute it comes out. Oh, that's not good enough, trash it. People say, enjoy the process. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And the truth is, like, a lot of times the process sucks for me. I have to try to get around the overthinking and the overanalyzing. So for this project, I really wanted to just try to suspend that analytical kind of judgment mind and instead just view it as an experiment. As corny as this may sound, what is the music inside of me that would just come out if I allowed it and if I got out of the way? I just really decided, screw it, I'm gonna focus on what are my ears telling me and think less about all the rules and trying to write the perfect melody or follow the perfect voice leading.
Click should be on, what, 15?
Yeah. So we can raise it ourselves.
Yeah, raise up 15.
Yeah.
This is fine.
It's very echoed in the background. So as everything else is kind of moving on that da 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 da, I just hear these kind of echo just da 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 da. All right. So I really wanted everything to be centered around the string quartet. Have 4 players in a room reacting to each other, and at certain points their voices can come forward more than others, and having that interplay was really a cool experience. You know, as great as a large string section playing these big epic soaring lines can be, usually what I find myself gravitated to are more of the very small, upfront, intimate textures. So the idea is we're kind of building subtly, and then once we get to B, everything drops out and it's just viola with that. Could we just try that like from bar 6? I like that because it's almost like a whispery just taking us out.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, just feel whatever. It's very just kind of, this is what's leading us in, so it's just kind of like a little, like kind of a nervousness. Cool, should we give it a shot? Cool, so we'll do click from 5. I feel like a lot of times music can be very heavy-handed and kind of be overly in one direction or another. And with this music, I wanted it to be not explicitly happy or sad or one particular emotion, but rather to almost serve as a backdrop for what the listener might be thinking or feeling on their own. And that's all I care about. I don't care if you leave the room after hearing any of this material and it's stuck in your head. That's not the goal. It's really just hopefully something that maybe at times it feels like a warm hug, but maybe at times it feels a little uncomfortable. The whole idea with this was just to create a bit of a sense of space. Cool, but I like it. It's sounding really, really nice. I'm almost thinking, and I don't know, tell me what you think, but I'm thinking they'd be quite large. So basically the crescendo would be like all across 10 and 11, and then decrescendo 12, 13. So you're kind of like building up, and then we hear that note shift to the C, and then bring it down.
Got it.
Okay, here goes.
I certainly didn't just slay the overthinking dragon, but what I realized is that through the process of moving forward in the face of uncertainty and not knowing whether or not I'm making the right moves or taking the right steps, I think that we come to learn more through that process. So for me, I oftentimes view my composing process as putting together a jigsaw puzzle, but without the picture on the box to tell you what the end image is going to be. It's only after going through the process of trying different things and figuring out how each piece can fit together, it's at the end when I can finally take a step back and see what the big picture actually is.